I'm Angela.
And this is NFGeeks. All right. Well, Angela, for today's episode, we're going to do something a little more fun. And that is, NFGeeks is global. Okay? It's around the world. Everybody's learning about their Myers-Briggs personality types.
Which is awesome because we want to spread it around.
That's right. So, and I was pretty amazed by it because, when I remember when Dave and I started NFGeeks and we had like 100 views. Like I just said, 100. We were flabbergasted. Like, wow, 100 views.
People are watching?
I know. It was, now it's a lot more. Not a lot, not like a lot for the YouTube channels, but we're still very impressed. And I'm very impressed that it's very global. So what I'd like to do is kind of go around the world on the map and talk about how many views we got from the different types and from the different countries, and just sort of have a shout out to the various countries.
We'll spread the love today.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the love today.
Kind of like NFGeeks around the world. Let's talk about this. So I set the analytical map to a year. How many in the past year
past 365 days
have seen NFGeeks? And so, first of all, our home country, United States, of course, is the most. We have over 20,000 views in the United States. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
What I wish they would do is I wish we could kind of see what states... Like, I wish they did the same thing for the states.
Yeah, a little more,
like, how many people are,
deep.
Like, wouldn't it be funny if, like, 18,000 of these people are, like, in South Dakota? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
where they have nothing else to do.
Right, that'd be funny, Like, I want to know what parts of the country are watching NFGeeks. But, I don't know. So, I don't know if you send a comment or if you send in a video, if you'd like, tell me at least what state you're in, if you feel comfortable doing that. So that's obviously the majority of our views, the United States.
In the U.S., yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's go around and see who's watching this and who's not and how you feel about that. So
check out Canada.
First one's Canada. Canada, we're very happy. 2,600 views at least.
Yeah.
That's great. Again, I would like to see which provinces. Like curiously, actually, Quebec. I would like to know how many people in Quebec are actually watching NFGeeks.
And maybe versus, between the more English-speaking provinces versus the French-speaking provinces.
Or if there's anybody in the Yukon, they're like...
I'd be interested to hear from you.
Right?
That's right.
There. So thank you, Canada, for watching us, for watching NFGeeks. We're really happy that a lot of people in Canada watch NFGeeks. So that's great. Thank you, Canada. We appreciate that. How do you feel about that, being a hockey fan, by the way? Is there any kind of feelings, right?
I love it.
So you're good?
I love
you're positive about it?
I'm totally cool with Canada. Canada is my favorite place to go. I love playing hockey up there.
All right, great. So we get full approval.
And I have family in Canada, actually.
Oh, good. Yep. So it all works out.
Yep.
All right, next is Mexico. Mexico, we have 100 views. I'm pretty happy about that.
That's
a little over 100.
That's a pretty good turnout.
Thank you, Mexico. We appreciate that. All right, so now we're going to go down to South America, and it's amazing people are watching in South America. Not a lot, but isn't it cool?
Well, it's a lot collectively.
Yeah, so we have a few, not a lot in Colombia, but we have some, under 50 and around there. But in Brazil, we have 147. That's great.
That's some of our Portuguese brethren
over
there.
That's right. Thank you, Brazil. Although I don't know if they'd consider themselves Portuguese culturally.
That's okay.
But still, Brazil, thank you. We appreciate that. South Africa, now we're moving over to Africa. We got 135 in South Africa. Honestly, though, I thought we'd have more because they speak, English is like one of the first languages or one of their important languages, But they're not, I don't know. What's wrong?
I wonder if maybe it's because they're not looking into it as much, Maybe the personality and, psychology maybe is not as much.
Well, a few are. We got like 135 views.
Yeah, it's a lot of views, and considering we're not from around there, we're in the U.S.
So we're not dogging you, South Africa.
No,
but
not at all.
We're surprised because I know there's a lot of English is a foreign language in South Africa. So why? We don't know why that is.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
get
see
on
after this episode. Get your numbers up, and we'll bring it up.
That's right.
We'll give you the praise.
Whoever the highest numbers gets a prize. That's right. We'll give you an NFGeeks prize.
Yes.
So right now the United States is just kicking everyone in the rear end. But, that's...
It's expected.
Yeah, YouTube is an American thing.
Yes.
And it's not like an American... Let's not... NFGeeks is an advanced part of America. So this isn't one of those America's better than everyone else things.
No.
We acknowledge that it's just YouTube is an American website, so Americans are watching it. And it really has more to do with that than anything else. Okay? We're sophisticated here at NFGeeks. You know.
We try to be, at least.
Yeah, to the best of our ability. Now, you go around Africa, and there's a few that are interesting, like Zambia, we have a few. Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
there's a few. Kenya, we have a few. Sudan, we have like almost 60. That's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty surprised about that. We have...
Algeria has a few.
Algeria has a few, right? Egypt has almost 50.
Egypt has a lot, has a few compared to other places.
Saudi Arabia has almost 100. I'd like to, in my imagination, think that it's all entirely the Saudi royal family. That the king of Saudi Arabia is that.
I agree.
It's just them watching the entire, you know, they're very interested in their Myers-Briggs types. Don't ruin the fantasy. I don't want any comments like, no, Mike, it's not. Shut up. I don't want to know. Okay. Jordan, there's 2 on there. Lebanon, there's 9, you know, and that's interesting. You know, I can't get Israel. Oh, Israel, 110. All right.
Very nice.
That's
Very
great.
nice.
Very happy. Thank you.
That's what we like.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
like to
Israel.
hear that. That's
Thank
great.
You.
I'd like to hope it's the Knesset, the entire Knesset.
Yes.
Watching.
Again, we won't let it be ruined for you.
Yeah,
we'll
don't. That's my imagination. Okay, Turkey, we have a few. Thank you, Turkey. Bulgaria. Serbia, we have almost 100. That's fantastic. Romania, I want to give a shout out to Romania.
Over 300 views, Romania.
Yeah, for Romania. That's great. Thank you, Romania. Who knew we were that popular? Okay. Italy, we have like 40. Okay.
Italy's slacking a bit.
That's all right. In the Czech Republic, we have over 300. Thank you for the Czech. You know, I'm sure they're all in Prague, but that's okay.
That's cool.
We're happy.
We like it.
Yeah, we're not unhappy about that. Almost 300 in Poland. That's great. You know. Germany, over 500.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, Germany. We appreciate that.
Pretty close to 6 even.
That's right.
Just a little over half.
That's right. You know, well, they're an advanced nation. You know, good luck with the Eurozone. I'll tell you that, Germany. It's all riding on you.
Oh, man.
So good luck to our German viewers. I hope that works out for you. For real. Okay, France, we have over 200. That's great.
Which is surprising because I was...
Because they hate America.
I was under the assumption that France hated America.
Well, maybe they're just watching us to give us, like, to hate us.
To make fun of us.
But then they would leave comments about how much they hate us, too, I think. So maybe so France, I suppose, these are actual people who like it.
Hopefully we're the exception.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Netherlands, 700. Like, that country's the size of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
No, it's bigger than that. But not much bigger. I mean, it's like Connecticut. But 700, that's a big number, you know. Well, they're in a very advanced country. I'll give them that. Belgium. Oh, no, that's France. I'm trying to get Belgium up here. Oh, I can't click on it. No. Well, I know we have one Belgian viewer, so thank you.
And you move over to the UK. I know the UK has a lot.
Oh yeah,
of
look now we have
viewers.
3,000. That's great. Yeah, I have a lot of UK viewers.
We have commenters.
Yes, commenters from the United Kingdom,
Yes.
both positive and negative.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. The United Kingdom is, I think, second only to the United States in terms of watching NFGeeks, so we're really happy. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm a big Beatles fan, so that makes, I'm glad.
It's true, I can.
And again, I'd like to think that Paul McCartney's watching. Don't ruin it. Okay, shut up. Don't ruin it. Okay.
You don't know. He
yeah,
might
I
be.
don't care. Like Cameron, you know, the Prime Minister, he doesn't have to be watching. I don't care. But
Well,
Paul McCartney, I'd like to
Paul
think
McCartney's
that
watching.
Sir Paul is watching NFGeeks. Okay, and if he's not, tell him to. Okay. Ireland 230. That's pretty good. Iceland only 8, but that's all right. Spain,
it's expected.
Yeah, Spain 52. Now, okay, we have to take issue with this.
I agree
Angela.
with you.
Okay, now Portugal, there's only 40 views. You might say, like, why is this a big deal? It's a big deal because Angela and I are actually ethnically Portuguese. I know we don't look Portuguese because we're sort of, you know, several generations, you know, in the United States. But we're both Portuguese. So, like, like you guys don't have our backs. Okay, that's very un-Portuguese of you.
Vo would be disappointed.
Yeah, really. Okay, really. So I'm sorry, Portugal, but you're gonna have to kick up, you know, take it up a notch.
We're gonna keep track, so
yeah,
we'll see.
We're family. Okay, what are you doing?
You're gonna make us look good over there, okay? That's
yeah,
what has to happen.
Right. Okay, pick it up a notch. All right, we're not happy with that. Okay, we deserve better.
It's true.
We're family.
It's true.
Okay. All right, now next. All right, now this is amazing to me. NFGeeks is huge in Scandinavia. We're conquering Scandinavia.
Yes.
We're gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got over 300 in Norway. We got over 400 in Finland, and we have almost 2,000 in Sweden.
Wow.
You know, that's great. You know, and we actually have a big fan in Sweden, Hannah.
Oh,
or Hannah.
yes, Hannah.
I might be saying that wrong, but there's a shout out to you, Hannah. You know, so we're big there. Okay, so now moving into Asia. Russia, 30. I don't know. They have a lot of computers. I don't know what that's about.
Maybe they don't like us.
They might not. That's too bad. Okay, because I don't mind, you know, Russia. I read a lot of Tolstoy. in my life. You know, I'm not, again, you know, this idea that Americans are uneducated, that's not true. Just most of them. But not all of them. I read Tolstoy, you know. All right, Pakistan, there's like 30. That's great. India, there's about 100. I don't know. I'm confused by that same reason as South Africa, because there's a lot of English speakers
There is a lot of English
in India.
speaking people, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why that. Well, they're probably just dealing with their country and economy and having jobs.
They have other things to do.
Right. They have more
we
important.
understand that you're busy. Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's right. Okay, so we'll cut you. All right. So I guess
we'll cut you some slack for now.
Yes. Thailand, we have 100. Thank you, Thailand. Appreciate that. Indonesia, that's Indonesia, you know, the largest population of Muslims in the world. Did you know that? I know people think it's the Middle East. It's not. It's Indonesia. No. Thank you, Indonesia, for your views.
I saw Malaysia has a lot.
Malaysia has over 200. That's pretty cool. Very happy about that. Over 100 in the Philippines. That's great. So let's go to Australia. Australia, we're very happy about this. 1,900 views. Thank you, Australia, for your viewership. In fact, I'm so happy about Australia that we're not going to do any stupid Australian accents and say Australian cliches that we think that you say in America, all those awful Australian imitations that we do. So we're not going to do that.
No.
Yeah, that's how happy we are with Australia. We're not going to humiliate you or
We'll give you
us.
the exemption.
Yes. Well, more than the exemption, we're going to try, you know, it's kind, it's a gift. We're not going to do these stupid things that Americans do as soon as they hear Australia.
Yes.
Start talking about kangaroos and stupid things.
Whatnot, yeah.
Yes. Even just mentioning that was a little too much. New Zealand, 400, over 400. You know, I'm really glad about that. And all right, so now going to the Far East.
Yes.
Japan has 56, and I'm going to have to take issue with Japan.
I have to take issue with it as well.
Okay.
I know that there are a lot of English-speaking people,
Yes.
people that are from, you know, the United States, even.
Yeah,
not just
that's right.
not just English-speaking
That's
people.
right.
People
And
from,
you have like technology like in the bathroom. I mean, you have like technology everywhere. You're Japan, for Christ's sake. Don't you even? I mean, the whole country's just giant robots, right?
And we know in Japan there's a lot of Marine guys. They, you know. I know they're on the computer. They should be watching.
And that hurts because we're big fans of Japan here in the United States. You know, we all watch anime and things like that. So
we are big fans.
And Nintendo, we all have like Nintendo everywhere. So really, Japan, it's kind of hurtful, a little sad. Don't you think?
I agree. All
right.
But
we're gonna light a fire under your butt, and that is that your competitors, South Korea, is beating you like 2-1. Okay?
They have 99.
Yeah, they almost have 100. So South Korea is winning in that, and that's okay because I like South Korea a lot. I once went out with a South Korean woman.
Yes, that is, from the dream.
Yes, that same woman. Yes,
I remember that.
So South Korea gets a big thumbs up. Thank you for that. Okay, so now, Angela, we have to talk about the one that's bothering me the most.
It's bothering me too, Mike. It's bothering me too.
Really, I don't know what we're doing wrong in terms of our international
to let us know.
fans.
We want to know.
Okay, so we moved the clicker over to China to check out the analytics. And China, how many views? Okay, billion people in China, the up-and-coming, superpower. We have one. There's a billion people in that country. Okay, your economy is skyrocketing. We got one view. Now, I have this fear that the one view is actually the censor somewhere in Beijing who just, for 5 seconds watched NFGeeks and said, nope, click, and that was the end of that.
Off for the entire country.
Right, the whole
China.
country. It was the one guy, the one guy somewhere,
Yes.
That's my fear. But I don't know if anyone can enlighten us why we're doing so badly in China. I mean, there's a Cold War going on, apparently, with NFGeeks. I didn't know. They didn't know.
I wasn't aware.
Right,
I wasn't aware.
Having a war? Please.
I don't know. Maybe they got mad at our conspiracy theories. Something, I don't know.
All right, but they're not about China, and we eat Chinese food all the time.
Yeah. More so than most people do, I think.
Yeah. And look, no comments. Yes, I know that Chinese food in America is not real Chinese food. I mean, no kidding.
But we still have the appreciation.
Yeah, we appreciate. At least we're going. I mean, I don't know China. Why? Where's the love?
I don't know. Hopefully the love will come now that we've accepted it and publicized it that we're hurt. That we're hurt.
Yeah, I don't see them having a lot of empathy. But still, I don't know. An answer. That's what I actually want. And this leads to a question I'm going to have maybe another episode about, but to the viewers, is that because this came up in the comments once, and that is do the Myers-Briggs personality theory is an American theory. Isabel Myers was American, even though Carl Jung wasn't, but Isabel Myers and her mother were Americans. And so one idea is this just a personality theory for American culture? as far as I can tell from the comments, it isn't. It seems like there are SJs everywhere and NFs and NTs. It seems very ubiquitous. But I'd like to know two things. One is that do you think, and feel free to comment on this to the audience, and maybe we'll do a whole video just about this based on your comments.
Okay.
But are all the types and the temperaments existing in your culture? I guess that's the first thing. So, like, are there actually SJs around the world? Are there ISFJs around the world? I mean, is that for real? I mean, I'm assuming it's true, but I don't know.
Well, I feel like it could be because, we have people that we know, famous people that we know, or infamous people that we know that are of different types. So I'm assuming that means that it's somewhere out there, but also that maybe based on the culture and based on the people that it's thought of in different ways, it's interpreted differently.
Sure.
So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not
really
sure.
And that leads to this. All right, so again, the first question is, do the 16 types exist around the world? And those of you around the world, but Americans, comment too. The second question I have is, how do the 16 types manifest themselves in these cultures, and how would it be different? So, for example, let's take the ESTJs. This is one of my favorite ones. Okay. ESTJs are such jerks. Sometimes they're really, granted, they're jerks with a purpose, but they're loudmouth. They're right. They don't care. They have no empathy for you. There's some kind of rule that has to be enforced, and they're gonna enforce it, and that's the end of that.
Yes.
And granted, they may be in the right, but they're kind of, they're difficult. And that's not a criticism. I mean, we need ESTJs in the world to be police sergeants and
it's true.
Arrest people. I mean, we need that, especially in America. So, but still, dealing with them can be difficult. So, is that true for ESTJ around the world, or NFs, or ENFPs, or ENFPs the same around the world?
I'd be interested to hear the comments so that we could do like a whole episode on based on what the comments are. So leave us comments.
And even around the country, what if you're an ENFP in Kansas? How does that manifest itself?
Yes.
What do you do?
Tell us where you're from, too. So if you feel comfortable, let us know where you're from. And that will help us kind of understand cultural relativism, things like that. Does that play into it?
That's right. And so that's what we want to know is are the temperaments and the types existing around the world? And secondly, how are they manifesting in your country that would be different than the United States? What are ESTJs like in, Great Britain? And
maybe if you tell us what you are and let us know how it affects you in your culture.
Yeah.
Things like that. That'll help us. I could definitely see us having a really good, informative episode. I'm
losing it now. Or like, what parts of your culture come through the types? So, for example, if you've seen the Avengers, right, the American superhero movie, Captain America is the SJ. All SJs wish they were, and they'd wear the outfit too.
Oh, they would.
If they could put that on, they would put all the American SJs would dress up like Captain America.
Yes.
And the shield, the wings on they'd love it. Okay. So how does it manifest in your culture? That would be very interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just leave us comments, and thank you again for watching, everybody.
Yes, thank you around the world. We're really glad that NFGeeks is international, and we really appreciate that, except for Portugal. Seriously, okay? Take it up a notch.
Yes.
We're one of you. All right.